Hey guys, this is Camfrey 15 and I'm back with the Red Wolf yet again with another video for you guys. And this is another Fire Force Season 2 review. And man, maybe we have been judging the wrong people who are the bad guys.
Hmm.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah, for now, like I concur already. They're anti-heroes.
Yep. Anyways, we're gonna get into this episode, talk about it, and get through it. So the quicker I can to relax and then do some homework. Anyways, we all know where we left off. Burns showed up, and it looked like he was going to fight Joker. Here, they start off by seeing the body parts of the dude he just cut up. Yeah, that's not disturbing enough, but okay. Anyways, it
At,
seems
at,
like
at least, at least it's in silhouette form, so it's not as brutal.
yeah. Anyways, what happens next? Is it looks like they're about to duel. Even Shinamon wants to duel in this and get involved in the fight, but Burns is, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to give some leads and help you guys out with whatever you guys are going through. So he ends up, well, first things first, Shinamon actually asks Joker, like, how do you know this guy? Like, super close. And we find out that Burns and Joker knew each other, like, when, Joker was way back in the group, like, way back in the group. And essentially, Burns, he was on like double sides, checking to see what, the private people were doing along with what was going on in the public and feeding them information and stuff like that. Um, he looked after him. They also did have an Abdullah link in the past, which is that really crazy scene we saw in this episode. Now, what happens is the thing is, back then there was infernals, like an infernal outbreak going on near Amaterasu, and Burns and Joker were actually there and stuff like that. One thing that is going to mention is the fact that Shinamon said, "Wait, there was something like that happened," and Joker's like, "Well, yeah. The reason why you haven't heard about it is because they're keeping the public from knowing about it, which." I think is probably a majority of what this Hijima Industries is doing.
Mhm.
Anyways, Denzel, would you like to explain this backstory of what happened and how their eyes are like what they look like today?
Wait, was it like the flashback or was it the Inferno that did it?
The
The
Inferno
inf-
that did it. The
Mhm.
flashback Inferno, if you would talk about it.
You can talk about it actually, because man,
You sure? Because I've been doing most of the talking.
go right ahead. Don't worry.
Okay. Anyways, so what happens in the past? This is how we get revealed why they have eye patches covering their eyes. So what happens is when they were looking around trying to stop these infernals, there's one infernal with these crazy dread-like things. Joker goes in to start to try to attack it, and the thing just the infernal lets out a massive scream, which affects both of their eyeballs. And next thing you know, I'm guessing they have an Abdullah link, and they're in like a crazy different dimension where you see that one being you saw only a few weeks ago, the hooded figure, um, in like some big light up form, and they're all shocked. They get out of this thing, and one, Joker's eyes, he's just paying attention. He's like, ah, and stuff like that. While Burns, he's not affected. He takes care of the Infernal, and we come to reveal that, oh no, this wasn't like some, you know, hallucination thing going on. This was legit real. They went to a whole new different dimension because Joker actually pulled out like some kind of rock from this, which Burns still says that, he keeps in a jar. It's still burning till this day, which is pretty freaking crazy and stuff like that. So this is when Burns actually gives the notebook about of the wife of Raffles to Joker, and Joker overlooks about this stuff. Now, the one thing that was pretty huge that was mentioned in this journal or this notebook was the fact how after Raffles did something, I forgot what he did. When he came back home, his wife mentions in the notebook how different Raffles was acting. And he did not act like the Raffles she knew, when she first met him and I guess fell in love with him. Now, this is when we get into the side of the evangelist. Would you like to care? Would you like to say that part? Can I just mention, we just see, now I'm about, after this video, I'm gonna make a Rent a Girlfriend review about the season finale and stuff. There's already a trashy girl in here. I did not need to see I did not need to see this other trashy girl in my damn TV screen.
Yeah, you guessed it, guys. Inca appeared with the evangelist.
Oh, and she's wearing full evangelist getup. She's totally in this cult.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say about this.
Well, obviously just talk about what you saw in the scene and we can talk about it.
You go on, dude. You go on. I'm kind of
okay. We'll talk about this. So anyways, it seems like Raffles the Third, which is the current emperor at the time. Oh yeah, that's not totally Raffles the Third. That's all just a fake ruse. It's just a shapeshifter called, I believe, Yona. I think that's his name. Yeah, so he's a shapeshifter, and it explains why Raffles the First was acting all different way back when. Because he shapeshifted back into that dude. So this dude is about how many years old? I don't know. But okay. Before we continue with the thing, what were your thoughts when you saw this revelation being revealed at hand that this wasn't Raffles from the beginning? It was this shapeshifter called Yona, which now this is something where it's like, shit. Nobody knows who can they trust now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. It could anyone in the Fire Force could be an imposter.
Especially knowing that.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts you got to say before we move on?
Let's move on.
Now we cut over to a little thing about going on in Hajima Industries, which, what actually happens is this. I forgot to mention. What they're going to do is Joker is actually going to look into Hajima Industries because Burns actually brings the fact that Hajima is actually seems like there's some shady things going on. Now Burns and Shinra can't get involved in this thing because the Fire Force company is tied to Hajime Industries and they have like some kind of partnership going on. So Joker is the one that's going to be, somewhat infiltrating them and finding out some information to the truth. Anyways, we cut over to Hajime Industries, and these three scientists are talking about this boy, the boy that was affected by the bugs back at the Rekka incident back in season 1. Now, the kid's name is called Nataku-san, and you can clearly see he's affected, and he's one of these scientists' project.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to know what's going on here, but yeah, these people are sick.
Yeah, really sick. I just thinking back to that moment of when, oh my god, poor kid, all this time.
Yeah. So Hajima Industries is just like the Evangelist. Now we don't even know if they have some kind of connection to the Evangelist. I would not be shocked if they did have some sort of secret connection going on. But okay, going on. So you know how either it was a few weeks ago or last week, I mentioned how a certain character was like, I wonder what that character's doing. And if Denzel would like to explain this scene.
So yeah, Shinra walks into the bathroom, right?
No, it's the kitchen.
Oh, it was the kitchen. My bad. Kitchen, and he sees a certain red-haired individual dressed quite revealingly. I will not get over the like. Ooh. Oh my god. Go on, dude. Go on, dude. Go on.
So, yeah, a few weeks ago, me and Denzel actually talked about how we were wondering how this certain character was doing, if they were ever going to use this character again. Well, good luck. She's back. And Lisa is here and ready to, I guess, stay and recuperate at Company 8, which she's got a new look. Her hair is much more shorter and cut from when we last saw her. And she seems like she's definitely much better than what she was at the end of season 1.
Mhm.
So Lisa is back, like Denzel mentioned. They do 2 funny scenes with, Iris and Shinra where they think, because Vulcan's like, oh yeah, go to the kitchen to see my greatest creation. Now they think his greatest creation is a robotic version of Lisa, and that's why they're like, but then she kind of, gets upset at them and beats them up, and we realize that no, this isn't
Actually,
a
actually, she only beats up Shinra. She didn't beat Iris. Iris just went for it.
Oh yes. Also, can I also make a mention? We do get a daily Tamaki and Iris almost nudity scene here. Not to say I didn't enjoy it, but okay.
I'm not gonna stand up until lazy.
Anyways, yes. Lisa is fine as can be, and essentially, I know I put in my notes. She joined Company 8, even though she was talking like she didn't join Company 8. She's just there to rest and recuperate from obviously what's going on, with what happened in season 1. But I think we can officially probably more than likely, probably by the end of this season, she'll be a full thing in Company 8. But I still consider her a new teammate of Company 8, even though she might not do much of anything so far, especially when what happens is because Conroe's actually there and they're talking about them looking into Hijima Industries and everything like that. And she brings up the fact because she starts talking about that there was no sign of the evangelist having any connection with the Holy Soul Temple and really Hijima Industries, to be honest, as well. But this is when the moment is when she starts to be like and then starts because the Dr. Giovanni little abuse instant thing that comes in. So I think, and I guess we can talk about this. I think the thing is this. It feels like what they're going with Lisa's character is because even she says to Shannon, like, who knows, I might turn on you. But I don't think they will or she will. But I think the thing what they're going to do with Lisa is she's obviously going to have this mental trauma with the Dr. Giovanni stuff and it's clearly going to affect her. But I think we're going to get a point in this series, probably down the road, where she finally overcomes that and is her normal self. Would you say that as well?
Yeah, I would say. Well, believe it or not, I kind of feel like she she might for a little bit she might turn on them, but she'll get convinced. Something will happen and she'll come back to them eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. Yeah, it's interesting to see that. Even after this huge event happened, she's still traumatized by all of this. I think rightfully they'll give her some character growth and some character moments to, you know, find a way to get past this, whole mental thing. Because it seems like Dr. Giovanni's his abuse he did to her is still affecting her clearly. And it's honestly, like I said, it's honestly like, you have somebody abuse you constantly, constantly, constantly. They finally stop that person, but you still have traumatic memories and it's still hard to get over and it takes a while. So I feel like, they're going to obviously have to give her like some, like a psychiatrist to help her with these issues. But I really do hope they kind of focus more, well, not focus a lot on Lisa because obviously we got to worry about the story and stuff. But I hope like every now and then we get a focus on Lisa's recuperation and how she's doing. I don't want them to totally kick her out of the series and be like, oh yeah, Lisa's here and there, and then they totally sprung up us, oh, she turns on us, and then we get the redemption arc here and there. But who knows? I don't think I personally think she might not turn on them because last season, you could see it as a way when Vulcan was trying to reconnect with her. It was the start of her redemption arc. And I think this is the start of a redemption arc to get over this. And then who knows, like I said, maybe she'll use the skills she's learned from the evangelist to help out Company 8. And like I said, more than likely join Company 8 along with Vulcan because I think we all know Vulcan has something for his girlfriend, Lisa.
According to him, according to Camp, guys, according to him.
What?
I can't say for sure. I mean, this isn't that type of genre of an anime, so who knows?
Okay, but did season 1 not give you hints that he really did have feelings for her?
I can tell he deeply cares about her, but okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word.
Anyways, they go on to mention, I'm going past that. They go on to mention the fact about Hajime Industries and how hard it is going to be like, I guess you can say, infiltrating and trying to really, as a company, investigate on, because they make a mention that, yeah, Hajime Industries is essentially a part of 70% of the population works for it, including the Fire Force essentially has, like I said, a special pact, little type of, coalition going on, which, yeah, if a Company 8 soldier was investigating Hajime, I think that Company 8 soldier would probably be defective immediately from the Fire Force company, and probably kicked out of there. And then who knows where that goes? They might end up getting captured and then being tortured for their hard work. Anyways, what happens is, they make a mention that Lick actually is within the Hajime Industries thing, so they might turn to him. Now, Lick actually, is going to Hajime because he is there to regard the information of the Chinese Peninsula findings that they did, way back a few episodes ago. Hibana has a little talk with Licht here and essentially saying, she's like, I can't believe you would just reveal the truth about all this stuff going on. You're going to be killed for your thing. And he's like, well, it is what it is. So, okay. Now, he walks into this office where this guy named Gareo Hajime, which is the Hajime Industries president, to say, I kid you not, he's playing a Game Boy. And when I say Game Boy, the very first Game Boy in this show. So Game Boy confirmed in Fire Force Universe. Okay. Yeah. So he's just chilling. And he's talking about all this information going on and stuff like that. Lick tells him all this other information as well. And Hajime tells him, yeah, go bring me back Shinra Kusakabe here to the lab. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And after Lick leaves, or what when we find out is Lick is actually a spy in Company 8, and he's actually here to watch over Shinra and stuff like that. So, okay. We see that he's actually working for Hajime Industries instead of Joker like we thought he was. But again, I feel like Licht, he's not fully going to trust Hajime because knowing him, with the information he's got, Joker is telling the truth, from his side. So, yeah, but as he leaves, Hajime says, yeah, after he brings Kusakabe, we're going to kill him. So, yeah. And I'm thinking as well as kill Shinra as well. So it's going to be interesting to see where next week's go. And next week, oh my goodness, I'm so freaking hyped for next week. Can't wait. If there's anything that's good regarding the end of the summer anime, because Fire Force is going to be the one of the few, summer animes that are going on into the fall, unless they go on a hiatus or a break, but I don't think they're going on a hiatus or break anytime soon. That's going to be another anime you can put along in the fall anime. Yeah. So Fire Force was good. One last question. What do you think about the Guerrero Hajime and what he's trying to do? It definitely looks like this dude's a definitely shady type of guy, and he definitely looks like he's evil.
the moment he said he was gonna kill Shinra, I was like, huh? Hey, why?
Yeah. So that's really it from what we gotta say. This episode was really good. We got a lot of revelations here about, like I said, it seems like the church isn't really the bad guys because it seems like the church knows no better as much as our characters know. And it seems like Hydromet Industries actually knows more than what it's already put. And
Mm-hmm.
then, like I said, with the whole evangelist thing, the Yona stuff, now it's like, well, we got a shapeshifter who, well, shit, it's like Mr. Two, but worse. Um, so we got to keep that thing alive because we don't know who we can trust now unless, the Company 8 finds out, oh, yeah, the evangelists have a shapeshifter on their hands. So we might need to be careful. So, this episode was really good. And I definitely can't wait for next week because next week it seems like Shinra's going up against some burned handman and he has some kind of connections to Hajima Industries somehow, which almost make me feel like we're getting scientific railgun flashbacks or vibes from this.
Wow. First, you're bringing up a One Piece character, and now Railgun.
Well, that one company did trick Misaka into giving her blood. So what if the same thing somewhat happened to Shinra? Because we did see in the next episode preview, we did see a kid Shinra.
Very true.
So we don't know. We don't know. We're just going to find out next week. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your day. I know I am. And I'm going to be out of here, as well as Denzel. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on just the revelations here. It's not like we're getting revelations every week of anime, because my goodness, I feel like we're getting revelations every freaking week, the past 4 or 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, also hit that subscribe button to get more Fire Force content. And yeah. So tomorrow morning, I believe tomorrow morning, me and Denzel will actually make a video regarding Sword Art Online Alicization CRC Sword Art Online Season 3 review about the entirety of the Alicization arc. Give our thoughts. We'll post that to YouTube as we close off anything regarding SAO for the time being. As well as Monday, we will also be doing our Thriller Bark arc review for One Piece. So other than that, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to check out our Sword Art Online Alicization arc review thoughts. And yeah, so till then, guys, hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, and peace.